Hey y'all, and welcome back to the farm. We've got some contracts already lined up for us here to start this month of May. We're going to have both of our tractors freed up as we don't have any kind of harvest work to do or anything. So we're going to use our 80/20 here to hire a worker and knock this weeding contract out. Let's see who we got this time. I can't remember it. Maybe Hank? I'll go with Hank. Let's hope Hank can take care of that job for us. And we're going to hop in this 80/50, and we are going to work on getting our sawmill loaded back up with some trees. And what I really want to do is clear a little bit bigger path over there towards our sheep barn. But as you can see here, I've already got one tree lined up here and make it real easy for us for this first one. But yeah, we are running low. Let's see what this one puts us up to. 22,000 liters. So we got about another 30,000 liters we got to fill this bad boy up with. And I need to look at stacking some of them pallets up there so we don't run out of room for our beams and planks. But yeah, let's drive up here real quick. See what we're working with, just in case if in the future we do get a bigger trailer and maybe even a semi, we can make it up through here. Yeah, I might have to trim some of them trees right there at the corner, maybe a bunch of these trees along the left side. I want to keep as many as I can just for the privacy look. But yeah, as you can see here, I've already got some of these cut down. We've got 2 full pallets of wool here. That is kind of crazy. This is going to be insane whenever we have 300 sheep in this pasture, because it's not even been a full day. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. So they'll be reproducing in 4 months, it looked like. Oh, man. Yeah, that's in the middle of harvest season, I do believe, or maybe towards the end of it. So maybe we'll have time to deal with all those pallets. But yeah, let's hop on this tractor. Actually, I want to go back to our contracts because I forgot to accept our payment from the hoeing contract last month. So let's go ahead and do that. It's an extra $13K right there. I did that on accident, but I think I'm gonna start doing it on purpose because I do it all the time. I forget to accept the payments until the next episode, and yeah, it's a good chunk of money just to start the episode for work that we already completed. So yeah, let's get these trees hooked up here. Hopefully don't have much issue getting this out of here. Oh man, yeah, I can already tell this is going to get hung up. Oh, yep. Man, can we do this? Just try to keep it as centered as possible. No way we get all these trees back to the sawmill without having to cut some more of these down. So yeah, I think we're going to do it with this one. Get to where I can see what I'm doing. Take this turn wide. Yeah, that tree right there is going to have to go for sure. All right, not bad. Might knock our hay bales over here. It'll be okay, I think. All these pallets and yeah, that pallet of seeds there might get hung up, but that's going to be a job that just kind of stays right there in the yard for a little bit. It's not important to move, and I don't have a front loader or telehandler. Is it going to make it over that fence? There we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I feel like I need to clean that yard up over there. Just ain't got nothing to do it with yet. I may try to off camera use this fork truck to do some of that, so we'll see. That's a big tree right there. That put us up to 30 maybe. Right at it. So this will be what I'm doing for the next a little bit. But before I get going too deep in it, let's check our used sale here. Got a couple tractors. We got a Kloss harvester here. Evian 450. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the smallest one. It's only got 7 hours. Let's let me double check and make sure if I look at the new ones. This is hours, yeah, so this one is not much better. But it's double the price. Goes 18 mile an hour on the road, I guess. I don't know if that's worth over double the money. Holds the same amount of liters. But it would give us a second harvester if we struggle with time. Let me look at the header here real quick. The header costs $52,000. Oh man. So what's 52 plus 127? We're looking at like 190K, which we do have the funds. But honestly, could just rent that header. We'll see. I'll get all these trees moved over and I'll think on that while we're moving all these, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, we got that looking a lot better up there, close to the sheep barn. I'll park this log right in here. And we got a worker already working on the second contract up there. I think I'll go ahead and park one more of these in the trigger. I just like to stay on top of this sawmill, just in case something pops up and we ain't got time to deal with it. We should be set to go for next month. But yeah, there's going to be probably a few more trees that I need to trim up there. We'll go take a closer look at it here in a second. We'll get it looking real nice before the end of it. Just squeeze that one in there. And I'll just park this up here. Close to another one of these big logs. We'll just go ahead and attach it. Or not. This is a 9.6 ton tree. My goodness. Didn't realize it was that big. Yeah, let me cut this in half really quick. That's a giant tree. Giant pine. Go ahead and delete this stump. Delete this one too, might as well. There we go. Yeah, let's leave that there. Let's go take a quick look over there at our sheep pasture. This place is looking good. Man, our sheep are healthy. Love it. Love to see it. Yeah, so that did make us quite a bit more room through here. If I had a truck and maybe I could back into this spot, do a little 3-point turn action. We'll see. That's still not a lot of room. I'll probably have to do more trimming. But I may get a truck and drive it up here just so we can get a better understanding of how much room we're going to need. I'll probably most definitely have to trim some of these right here. That looks like a tight spot right there. But yeah, we can go ahead and put our dirt down here. Is this the same? Yeah. Let's make sure we get it matched up here. But yeah, I think we're doing okay. Let's just kind of have the curve going a little bit here. It don't have to be perfect. We can always make it bigger later. Might as well make it bigger up on this part too. Yeah, we got the main road right on the other side of these trees. Maybe eventually we'll have a path going down to the main highway. That'd be kind of cool. Especially if we do a lot of business down there at that part of town. I do want to take a quick look at our fields. Because getting back to that harvester, let's see how busy we're going to be. Oh yeah, our barley field is on growth stage 7 of 8. So does that mean it's going to be ready to harvest next month? It will be in June here. Let's see. When did I think we sowed everything in September. So yeah, I think we are looking at harvesting next month. My gosh, that come around quick. And then our canola might not be ready until August. So that'll help split our workload up. And plus we've got 2 different crops this year. So we kind of split our load in half, but with the yields we're going to have, we probably doubled it as well. All right, let's let that old timer pass before we get run over here on Kinlaig. Take a look at our canola. On growth stage 6 of 9, so we probably got 3 months left before this harvest. Oh, man. But the question remains, do we buy this harvester? Looks like we got another tractor popped up in the sale, but we'll definitely have to pass up on that one for now. But do we get this guy right here? I don't know. I feel like we will have time to do it with one. I would like to just have one bigger one, if I'm being honest, but you know what? This is a lot of harvesting for one little bitty harvester. So yeah, you know what? I talked myself into it. We're doing it. I think what I'll do is I'll buy this one and may end up just renting the header next month. Because we got to think we're going to have to repair this as well. I don't know how much that's going to cost. But yeah, let's just go ahead. I think we'll just keep the tires and everything the same. Yeah, that all looks good. Let's just go ahead and buy it. 127K. That's a big purchase for Sweet Tea. Let's take a look at the header. Let's see where... combinations, yeah. It costs 52K. I mean, we could buy it, no problem. But I think we'll lease it for just a few months. And we'll keep it until we're done with the canola. So let's see how much that's going to be. 2,600 plus 520 for each month. Yeah, I think all told, that's going to be less than 4 or 5K. I think we'll be a lot better off to do that. And then if we do plan on keeping it for next year, we could just buy it outright when that time comes. But let's take a look at our new harvester here, or new to us. It's looking a lot sleeker than our Massey Ferguson. It looks a lot better, honestly, too. I don't know. I feel like the Massey Ferguson one's just a little more mechanically... I don't know what the word is, but yeah. This one looks pretty sleek. So let's go ahead and get this thing repaired. 4,300 to repair that. Yeah, that's going to cost as much to rent our header. But we own this thing. And I'll make sure this shop doesn't care if we keep this here overnight, man. We've had that cultivator over here for a long time, too. I'm glad they don't charge storage fees for us. That would put us in a bind for sure as long as that's been here. But I'm sure we'll get some use out of it here soon. And this harvester's definitely going to get some use out of it. But yeah, I think that will be the plan in the near future. But let's go ahead and accept this hoeing contract. That's 7K right there. And is there any contracts that I can knock out myself? Looks like we got a fertilizing one. Filled 25. That's pretty close to the, yeah, that's in between the shop and our farm. A couple more weeding ones. Is there any that are close to the farm? Oh yeah, this one's right next to the field our worker's doing right now. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let him do that, and I'll do this fertilizing one, wherever it was. Field 25. Yeah, I can knock that out super quick. Yeah, then I think we'll call it a month after that. I'll use the 80/50 here. Get everything hooked up, and I'll see you guys over there. Got everything hooked up and on our way to field 29, I think it was. But our worker looks like they're about done with their weeding contract. So let's go check on them. And there they go. Perfect timing, just finished up. We'll go ahead and get them started on this next field. We shouldn't have to cross any fences or anything, I don't believe. It's right next to this one. So yeah, that makes it super convenient. And yeah, just making a lot of extra money here in the off season by doing some contract work in the background. Won't be a bad day for profits, honestly. And see who we got now. Keisha. Honestly, I cannot keep up with all these names I've just made up, but I'll try my best. But yeah, let's make our way down to this field, get it knocked out. And you know what? I just remembered that I forgot to sell our wool. So yeah, I need to check on that price. I think it is April, May, somewhere around there. Might not be, but if it is, we got to get our pallet sold. So let me hurry this up real quick, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, just getting this job knocked out. I did look at the wool prices, and it does seem like May is a decent time to sell. The prices are falling, but I think we will try to sell what little we do have. We might make around 10K or so, but hey, it's pretty much just like another contract we're doing. We'll take any amount of money if we're being honest. So let's look to get those loaded up and sold here shortly. I'll see you guys back at the farm. Got our trailer set up there and drove this fork truck from the sawmill. This is why we need a telehandler or something that we can just quickly get from A to B here on the farm. But we can't complain, as this fork truck was free. There's 1,400 liters from the sheep that we originally had in our barn here. But while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and accept all these contracts. We've completed 3 more, I think 4 altogether today, 5 counting the one I did. So let's see how much money that ended up being. Oh man, that's another 30K almost there, or over, yeah. So we're looking at over 40K in contracts today. I want to see if I can get a worker to bring this tractor to the farm. Don't know if that'll work, but that'll help me out some. And I want to see if I can lift these hay bales up with this fork truck and just move them over to the sheep barn as well. Nope, doesn't look like it. My forks go right through it. But these are the enormous, unrealistic bales, so that might be why, or it just might be because this fork truck is the bay fork truck, so I don't know. But I'm going to drive this over to the sheep barn real quick, and I'll see you guys over there. Looks like we've got 3 full pallets of wool here already at this sheep barn, which that's just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Looks like our worker did make it to the farm, so that's good. But yeah, we're going to have so much money in wool to sell next year. We might ought to look into getting a clothes shop, or one that makes fabric at least. Could potentially make even more money. That trailer, I leveled all this. I guess I didn't level exactly where the trailer is right now. Yeah. I thought that looked a little wonky there. I might have to do even more leveling, it seems. But let's get these to the... Let me look at where the best price is real quick again. Looking like the price is going to just tank after this month. I know it's not the best price, but warehouse is $21.48 right now. That's probably where we'll go. I'll go ahead and mark that. Yeah, and we'll time this a little better out next year. I mean, at this point, this is just kind of extra money in the bank before harvest season. And looks like we're up near the coast, so that'll be a new area to sell at. I'll make my way down there, and I'll see you at the warehouse. Yeah, I do believe this is definitely a new area for me. Let's take a wide turn here. Is that fork truck? Can I hop in this thing? Can we have 2 fork trucks? I don't think it's going to let me on this one. I was going to say, I'm going to keep this one at the sheep barn if I could drive that back home. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that one's drivable. It's still kind of crazy that that other one is, though. But let's sell these. And, yeah, that's almost right at 10K, folks. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll get this back to the farm, and then we will do some fishing to end May. Okay, I'm looking at the map here. I think it was Apex in the comments told me to check out field 41. Evidently there's a water wheel. I don't see a water wheel unless it's inside this barn, maybe. But south of field 41, there could be a hot spot. Okay, yeah, this probably is what he's talking about. Don't see any indication of whether this would be a hot spot or not. Yeah, you'd think you'd see some form of water disturbance, kind of like I'm making here. Probably shouldn't do that. But if it was going to be a hot spot for fish, you'd think you'd see something. I can't find nothing online with these things. I don't even know if they're worth it, but yeah, as we fish at the end of every episode, I'd like to make the most out of it if we could. Man, I'd like to think this would be a hot spot underneath this bridge too. That'd be a spot in real life I'd go. Probably catch some crawdads there. It's a nice peaceful little stream to fish at probably, but yeah. I don't know if he meant right in front of the water wheel. I mean, I don't see nothing in the water all around it, but yeah, we'll cast right here and see what happens. Hopefully we get something big. Well, I hit the barn over there. Can't cast too far at all here, I reckon. But yeah, we got our second harvester today, folks. So we should be set for harvest season, which begins next month. I mean, that year kind of flown by to me. But yeah, we knocked out some contracts today. We're sitting on 240K. Let's see what kind of fish this is going to be. $200 trout. Not bad, not bad. just cast again here. But yeah, we are looking pretty solid for harvest season. We should have some extra money. I don't know what else we'll spend it on. I'm still thinking aquaculture. We could do a fabric factory. There's at least we're catching fish and not junk. What else could we buy? Honestly, one of those is probably all we could afford by the end of it. But yeah, I think we're still looking pretty good. And we'll sell that one for, I don't know what that was, what, $400 worth of fish? We didn't catch any junk. So that's good. I do like this little area. Good change up from the bay fishing that we normally do. More of a country setting here. I kind of like it. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I think the next few months are going to be super busy with harvest and stuff. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good one. And until next time, y'all keep it sweet.